De Bruyne, who set it up.
So it ends 2-2 with Liverpool and City. An absolute incredible game that lived up to a billion. Goals, tackles, potential red cards and VAR checks. It had everything. So the title race continues, an emphatic game really. Two world-class teams, probably the best two teams in the world at the moment, currently showing the class of the Premier League and what these two teams are made of. Liverpool coming back from behind again and again. Man City dominating the play, sometimes with their passing, and ultimately it was a great game. Kicked off to an absolute belter where Sterling was in. Alisson, great save. In my opinion, he's now shown why he's the best goalkeeper in the world. Old Black's been a little bit poorer in his game recently, and I think Ederson, although he's the best with his feet, he's just not the best at saving. Like you had that one where Jota goal, which we'll come to, but literally minutes after that Sterling miss, City get a free kick, take it quickly. De Bruyne, brilliant goal. Obviously it deflects off Matic, which helped it go in, but City deserved that. They dominated for 20 minutes. 10 minutes-ish, and then Liverpool came back, which I didn't really expect. I thought it was going to be a long kind of drowsy game where it'd get to like 1-1, and then City would probably score 2-1. They're always mainly against City, the team that are on the counter. Although those teams where times where Liverpool dominate, they take their chances, but overall it is more possession to City most of the time. But they did till their chance when they had it. Jota, brilliant goal, brilliant switch from Robertson to Trent. Trent, although he got turned inside out by João Cancelo a few times, and against these world-class players and these world-class teams, Trent does have defensive frailties. Ultimately, I don't think he's an absolute shite defender, but maybe for England's sake, everyone's talking about it, does he come into that right-back role for playing against France? Maybe, maybe not. If he's playing against Mbappe, I'd probably have Reece James, but that's another conversation. He got the assist, brilliant goal. Jota, should Ederson have saved it? I think so, but it is what it is. Liverpool deserved that goal because they had that possession. After that 10-minute spell-ish, it was back to City. Brilliant João Cancelo, what a cross. Trent gets caught out. The offside trap doesn't work. Jesus is onside, and it's an absolute scorch of goal. That little chip to get it over Alisson's shoulder, barring in. Brilliant goal. The cross, the finish was delightful, and Alisson was unlucky today. I thought he had a good game. He made some important saves. There was that one where it was offside, but City was just too good. And that defence, it's that high line, is such a high risk. I've talked about it before. It happens again and again. It's just high risk, high reward, and Klopp takes that risk all the time. Against City, he scores goals, he'll concede goals. They'll go again next Saturday, and these two teams will fight it out to see who can get into that FA Cup final. But after half-time, it needed a monstrous team talk from Jurgen Klopp, and I think this is where he is a better manager than Pep. I know Pep is great at coaching players, and in my opinion, Jurgen Klopp is still better, because the way he must have gave a team talk there, Liverpool came out the blocks, was a different team, attacked City a lot. Within a minute, Salah, brilliant ball. Didn't get a goal today, was a bit quiet, but he got a goal assist, registered another goal contribution. In a bit of a poorer form, but he's got another assist. It's alright, it's better than Ronaldo and stuff are doing. Brilliant goal by Mane. It's into the corner, nothing Ederson could do, and Liverpool back in it. And for that period afterwards, they had a few chances where they could have scored a few more, but it was just where, you know, they pushed and pushed and pushed, but they just couldn't take a chance. City had a lot of chances as well where it goes straight across the goal. You have Sterling sliding in, Stones sliding in, none of them getting a touch on the ball, so each team could have easily scored another 2 or 3 goals. In my opinion, because City have edged it, they definitely had a few more chances than Liverpool, but overall, Liverpool to come back, and especially the City crowd. I mean, although they fans are mainly tin pot, they all show up for the big game, don't they? And it was quite loud. It's probably the loudest I've ever heard the City fans, you know, sit down, and all that bloody Oasis crap. But in the end, so Liverpool did have to kind of deal with that atmosphere. It weren't as deadly as some atmospheres, but you know what I mean. And overall, it was a great game. After that 2-2 goal, it still went neck and neck. There weren't no stopping them, end-to-end stuff. Sterling got sent through, and he scored. In my opinion, it was a really crap VAR decision because he is offside just, and I know they've done it to other teams, but by like a shoulder, when the bloody hell he's going to shoulder it in, like, you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. And overall there, City technically could have won if they'd have scored that goal, but in the end they give it offside. You saw these type VAR called is a bit stupid. There was a lot of tackles getting put in as well. Fabinho, bloody Thiago, who could have had 3 or 4 yellows, should have been really sent off because the amount of challenges he put in where he does snap on. Van Dijk put in his cynical challenges. A lot of people saying that Fabinho card should have been a red. I think it was a yellow because you see City do it a lot. They didn't do it much this game, but when the team's on the attack, they'll nick them in the leg and take the free kick. That's what Liverpool did at the end of the game. They had the last chance with that free kick. Ultimately, nothing came of it, and 2-2. Probably a fair result. These teams will go at it to the end of the season. Liverpool have the harder run because they have United, they have Spurs. Or City, we know, could drop points to like Crystal Palace and stuff. I do fully expect this to probably go to the end of the season. It's going to be absolute madness, and the dream of what Liverpool fans almost, it's going to be nervous, but what could happen is end the season, it's still like this, 1 point between it. Liverpool are beating Wolves comfortably. 90th minute, Villa zone. Well, he's not really Villa zone, is he? But goes Ramsey, Watkins, Coutinho, and Gerrard and Coutinho win the league for Liverpool. That would be insane. And Villa recently, I mean, I've literally not spoken about Villa since Gerrard's came in charge. We had that bench. It was electric. And then we've kind of been inconsistent again. Bench up, down. It's not like the Dean Smith form. Yes, Gerrard has the better pulse. Hopefully next season we can do better. But right now in that sticky spot, and can you trust us to do that, City? Not at the moment. So Liverpool, you got to hope that another team can maybe do it for you. When they got United and so on in the way, it's going to be hard for Liverpool, but we saw this not a few seasons ago where it was 1 point there. City got, 98 and Liverpool got 97, or it's 97, 96. Ridiculous. And these teams have been going out for ages, both in the Champions League, both in the FA Cup, coming against each other next Saturday. It will hopefully be as good as today. Champions League, could Liverpool still do the quadruple? Very possible. Obviously, Liverpool will comfortably beat Benfica. City beating Athletic Madrid 1-0. There's also the likes of Real Madrid who do very well against Chelsea, but we'll have to see. These two teams are elite, best two teams in the world at the moment. Incredible game, incredible match. Who will be happy with the result? Pep, because he's still got a lead. Klopp, a little bit disappointed, but they'll have to take it and hope that someone can stop City. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.